Deep in the jungles of a distant island, a young dinosaur is feeding. But he cannot be at peace, as the predators on this island are relentless. But this young Ceratosaurus is about to learn that he's picked the wrong opponent. And as prey becomes the pursuer, the tables begin to turn. At such a young age, this dinosaur already has blood on his claws. But by the time his life has ended, they will only get redder. The island of Gateway has opened a new world for its resident reptiles. And while danger lies at every corner, it is also full of opportunity. Among those willing to take advantage of these opportunities is this, a Tenontosaurus. This species is famous for its long tail that measures over half its body length. And although it resembles the familiar iguanodon, it is actually a much more ancient kind of ornithopod. The young male is searching for a herd. However, he may have to travel far to find even one member of his species. Even finding other Tenontosaurus is not a guaranteed success, as most on the island are, put simply, robot-minded. He needs real players. Fortunately, our young male has found just that, a small nesting herd. The valley the herd lives in appears almost perfect, with plentiful food, safe water, and seemingly an absence in predators. The male Tenontosaurus spends the rest of his youth in the valley. He has now matured into a healthy adult. Eventually, the valley begins to run low on food, and the herd soon realizes it is time to move elsewhere. Their migration takes them to a mountain range to the north, and the herd is rewarded with a welcome bath. A storm soon sets in, and as the dinosaurs search for food, something goes wrong. One wrong step, and the male Tenontosaurus has gotten stuck on the dam.
Help me! Help me!
There is nothing his herd can do, and they leave with the hope he may escape. It is a dire situation. But later that night he gives one last shot at escape. His freedom regained at last, he attempts to rejoin his herd. However, this victory is short-lived, and the male Tenontosaurus is approached by a small pack of Carnotaurus. He escapes with his life, having defeated one of them, and soon after he spots what he has been looking for. The herd spends the rest of the night with little danger to worry about. With this, the male Tenontosaurus decides to call it. For now. He wakes the next day with no herd to speak of. And his peace is rudely interrupted by a lone raptor. But death only takes one lapse in judgment. A herd is becoming more and more of a necessity, especially as carnivores become ever present. But all is good as long as they think they can face tanker Tenontosaurus's meaty thighs. Soon after, the male Tenontosaurus encounters another. In fact, a remnant of yesterday's herd. They continue onward. However, as they descend the hill in search of water, the other Tenontosaurus accidentally breaks its leg. This normally wouldn't be a problem. However, they both soon hear large footsteps nearby. Yet another Ceratosaurus. This could be a dangerous situation if the leg-broken Tenontosaurus is discovered, and the male is determined to turn the predator's attention away. The Ceratosaurus retreats, having taken severe wounds, and it is unlikely he will bother these herbivores again. Later that night, after a long period of searching, the two find a small group of younger Tenontosaurus. It's the start of a new herd, and the importance of living in a group was soon put on full display. The Ceratosaurus fought surprisingly hard in this ordeal despite being alone. In its wake it left much of the herd severely injured, including the male Tenontosaurus. But being in a group means predators are easy to deter. They will all soon recover. And now, a number. Beautiful. As the herd leaves to search for more food, they stumble across a strange sight. And it is not this poor Ceratosaurus. A Dinosuchus, a kind of alligator, is trekking far from the lake. The large gator has a broken leg and is moving as if it were on a mission. The herd is unsure what to think of it. The herd arrives at the valley on the other side of the canyon. Yet somehow the gator also makes it. But only just barely. The dinosaurs hold a funeral for the fallen gator. Having experienced enough strangeness for one day, the male Tenontosaurus calls it, for now. The next day for the male Tenontosaurus is constant bombardment from carnivores. An ever-present annoyance. This Ceratosaurus is making another futile attempt. But even more shocking is a juvenile doing the same in the adult's defense. There is a temporary truce. With the juvenile dead, the Tenontosaurus decides to leave the Ceratosaurus to the kill, and by extension, he chooses to leave the mountains entirely. He arrives at a delta on the southeast coast. It is unnervingly quiet. Another Ceratosaurus springs out of the shrubs. Although this appears it will be another easy fight, there is a problem. He forgot to change his keybinds. Tonight it was not skill, but luck that saved the Tenontosaurus's life. But how much longer till his luck has run out? A long period of recovery and the Tenontosaurus is strolling upriver. He encounters a new herd. It appears the male could possibly live a long life, fearlessly defending himself from anything who intends to make a meal out of him. But once again, death only takes one lapse in judgment. Even after all the lives this Tenontosaurus has taken, eventually the carnivores will get their meal. But the game of survival will continue forever, and now, new players are ready for round 2.
Fear me.